Guys, Marian here. Welcome back to my home and my channel. It is the Jewish holiday of Sukkot, so let's build a sukkah. So this video makes it look like it went really quick, and to be honest, it did. I think we did the whole thing in about 20 minutes, which is pretty impressive. This was a snap together sukkah kit. I got it last year from Mitzvah Land, and it's great. So it was our second time using it, so it was actually a lot easier than the first time because we knew exactly what we were doing. And yeah, it probably took us about 20 minutes to pop it up. And then the walls of the sukkah that go around it are like a fabric material, but it's all weatherproof and, you know, lasts outside for the week. It's totally fine. So me and my husband popped it up, and it was pretty fun to work on. It's kind of like a little puzzle. You just have to know which pole goes where, and then you put the whole thing together. But it's kind of fun and kind of amazing how you can get something like this up. And it actually made me really want to build a indoor seating area outside my house because it's just been so nice to have the sukkah up. But yeah, I wanted to also share a little bit more about the holiday of Sukkot. So each year, 5 days after Yom Kippur, we celebrate Sukkot, and it is a lot because all the Jewish holidays at the beginning of the Jewish New Year are all right on top of one another. But in ancient times, when Jewish people would travel to the temple or to the center of life to be together for the holidays, it made sense to do multiple festivals together. But in this modern day and age, it feels like a lot. I'm going to be honest. I was actually tempted to not put our sukkah up this year. I shared a short video on my YouTube shorts about this, but our dog passed away this past week, and I just wasn't in the mood to spread joy. I just wasn't feeling it. But I was really thankful my husband encouraged me to do it. He loves building projects, and he loves hosting and entertaining. So he was like, oh, let's just do it. I was like, okay. And then we actually have had such a lovely time sitting in the sukkah and entertaining in the sukkah, and thankfully we've had gorgeous weather this week. It turned cold. You can see as we're building that it was a little bit chilly. But then so far the rest of the holiday has been warm and so nice. And I also will admit that it can be hard to pull the kids out to go outside for all the meals and everything like that, but it's really been worth it. And that's actually one of the mitzvah of Sukkot, is to be joyous and to create that joy, right? So it's kind of an interesting concept that we're commanded to be happy, right? How do you just be happy? But sometimes putting in the effort to go outside and eat, to do something special, creates that joy. Good morning. So it is day 2. I'm losing track of time of Sukkot, and we are having my in-laws over for a little brunch in the sukkah. Actually, since I last picked up my camera, we flipped the sukkah, so you might be a little confused. But now it's open to the kitchen, so we thought that'd be better because we were bringing food in and out. We were like, why are we going all the way around? A sukkah only has to be closed on 3 sides, so it always has one open side, and now the open side goes right to our kitchen, so that's great. So we are hosting today. I'm bringing you guys along with me. Can you say Chag Sameach?
Happy Meah.
Happy Meah. Can you say Happy Sukkot?
Happy Coat.
So we got all the boys here, and we are just getting ready. So what's wrong? We're just doing bagels for brunch. Okay, so we're just doing bagels for brunch, but I need to do a lox platter, and then I'm going to cut some fruit and veggies. So I'm going to get to that, and I'll bring you guys along with me. So for my bagel spread, I love to take the lox out piece by piece and roll it. I think it looks really pretty. I'm pretty sure my mother-in-law taught me this trick. It also really helps build the platter, especially if you don't have a ton of lox, because it's pretty expensive. But when you take it piece by piece like this and roll it and put it together, it looks really nice. Then on the rest of the platter, I'm just doing veggies, and again, just chopping them nicely, make sure they look beautifully arranged. I like to slice my cucumbers at a bit of an angle, so that you can put a nice big piece on your bagel. And then aside from the lox and the cucumber, I like to also do tomato, onion, pickles if I have it. And the trick that I learned from Ina Garden, who is always the expert, the Barefoot Contessa, is to do big bunches of each item together. Like, don't spread things out too much. Let them be in groupings together, and it makes the platter look very full and inviting. Oh, and then of course I also added lettuce for bagel sandwiches. Sometimes I do slices of cheese, something like that, but really just building the platter with traditional bagel toppings. And that's what it looks like, all ready to go. And then the last thing I had to do is just chop some fruit. So I was cutting this cantaloupe. I had this vision of making it look like perfectly sliced, but it was not going in that direction. So instead I just turned it more into just like a nice collection of cantaloupe slices rather than like a perfectly cut cantaloupe, and that's fine too. So yeah, I sliced the cantaloupe, and then I also did strawberries and blackberries because that's what looked the best at the grocery store that morning, and it came together really beautifully. So here is the final spread. My mother-in-law brought her French toast casserole, which is so delicious. And then we had the vegetables and spreads for the bagels. Oh, she also brought a salad, you'll see in a sec. And then we had the fruit, and I put everything out on the island. I always do this because our other dog will jump up and eat food on the table if you leave it out. So we always put everything on the island and serve buffet style. Anyways, and this is how our sukkah looked. I'm wishing you guys a Chag Sukkot Sameach.